Well, guys, Juicy Smollett, also known as Juicy Smollett or Jussie Smollett, but his name is spelled like Juicy. This guy staged a fake hate crime against himself. He actually said that some Trump supporters in a polar vortex in Chicago were wearing MAGA hats and said, "This is MAGA country, N-word." Now, when it came out, you had people on the left, they were believing Juicy Smollett. And then quickly, they backtrack. Why? Because even in a super duper blue city like Chicago, super blue county like Cook County, nobody believed him. And even in Cook County, guys, before a jury of his peers, Juicy Smollett was found guilty of staging a fake hate crime against himself. And folks, guess what? Everyone involved in this hate crime was black. Juicy Smollett, half white, should have mentioned that. But of course, you know, he's identifying as black. And of course, the Osundaro brothers, black Nigerians. You can't get more black than that, folks. They were playing the role of the racist white Trump supporters. Yeah, they roughed up Juicy Smollett a little bit because Juicy Smollett should have won an award for staging that fake hate crime. And he had like a little cut over his eye, whatever. And they put a noose around his neck. But red flag should have went off, guys, as soon as the police got there. Because this is on video. The police were like, you can take that off. And this little noose wasn't really, it was around his neck, but it was like hanging way down here by his chest. Didn't look right. This man never took off the noose. Now, I don't know anyone in their right mind that would actually be a victim of a true hate crime would actually keep a noose around their neck. But Juicy Smollett did that. He was convicted. I believe he was sentenced to 150 days in jail. And he did 3 days and they let him out. And then he appealed his sentence. And then they told him, all right, you don't have to go back to jail. Just send some money to some charities or something like that. And guess what? Juicy Smollett has actually done that. But this man now is back. And now he's doubling down on the hate crime. Here we go. Let's get into it. Right over here, guys. Juicy Smollett still claims he was a victim of hate crime after paying $60,000 to settle hate hoax. Nobody believes this man. Nobody. And you know what? This country is healing, man, because yesterday was the anniversary of George Floyd's death. And all this virtue signaling is backfired, man. This country is sick of honoring criminals, man. Sick of it. Now, I'm not saying that Juicy Smollett is in the same category as George Floyd. Not even close. I mean, George Floyd was a career criminal. Juicy Smollett staged a fake hate crime against himself. But when it comes to Juicy Smollett, he hits the trifecta, right? He's gay. He's black. Well, he's half black. And he's in Chicago. He's a leftist. But anyway, right here it says Juicy Smollett resurfaced on social media Saturday with a lengthy post insisting he was falsely accused of staging a hate crime in 2019. Man, it's been that long? Man. Despite being convicted over the incident, his comments came just days after settling a civil case with the city of Chicago. Think of this, guys. The leftist city of Chicago went after this man for lying. You know you're cooked if Chicago is going to go after you when you're quote unquote black and you're gay. They didn't even believe you. Anyway, the former Empire actor reached a deal with the city in which he will donate $60,000 to two local organizations, $50,000 to Building Brighter Futures Centers for the Arts, and another $10,000 to the Chicago Torture Justice Center. This resolves the city's lawsuit seeking $130,000 to recover the cost of investigating his false police report. Smollett, now 42, was found guilty in 2021 of orchestrating a hoax in which he claimed two men attacked him in a racist and homophobic attack or assault. He maintained his innocence throughout the trial and afterward, reports the New York Post. The thing is, though, man, no leftist is actually coming to his defense. None. Not at all. In his Instagram post on Saturday, he again claimed he was the victim. And right over here, this is what he put out right here. It says, over 6 years ago, after it was reported I had been jumped, city officials in Chicago set out to convince the public that I willfully set an assault against myself. This false narrative has left a stain on my character that will not soon disappear. These officials wanted my money and wanted my confession for something I did not do. Today, it should be clear they have received neither. The decision to settle the civil lawsuit was not the most difficult one to make. After repeatedly refusing to pay the city, I was presented with an opportunity to make a charitable donation in exchange for the case being dismissed. Despite what happened there politically, Chicago was my home for over 5 years, and the people became my family. Therefore, making a donation to benefit Chicago communities that are too often neglected by those in power will always be something I support. Well, Chicago's run by your Democrats, man. So they're ignoring these communities, but I digress. He goes on. I made a $50,000 direct donation to Building Brighter Future Center for the Arts, a local nonprofit doing incredible work, nurturing self-expression, creativity, and exploration of the arts for Chicago youth. This organization was of my choosing, and I am comforted that there will be at least one winner from this experience. Though I was exonerated by the Illinois Supreme Court in a unanimous decision, and the civil case will now be dismissed, I'm aware that it will not change everyone's mind about me or the attack I experienced. You weren't attacked. However, despite arduous and expensive attempts to punish me, I am innocent in the eyes of God. This man actually has the audacity to bring God into this. He's lying to God. In our criminal justice system, what I have to do now is move forward. I will continue creating my art, fighting passionately for causes I hold dear, and defending my integrity and family name with the truth. Lastly, I'm grateful to have had the resources to defend myself. So many do not. They are backed into corners to take deals or confess to crimes they did not actually commit. In their honor, I'm donating an additional $10,000 to the Chicago Torture Justice Center, who provides resources to communities healing from the violence of the Chicago Police Department. To anyone who has had to prove they have, in fact, been violated, you know how difficult this can be to navigate. I stand with you and for you. To everyone who has supported me, thank you. Your prayers and belief in me mean more than words can properly express. I will never take it lightly and will never forget. Onward with love and respect, Juicy Smollett. Yeah, this man's a fraud, man. This man is a complete fraud. And you know what? He actually should have gotten an Oscar for this performance right here. Remember, when he was actually convicted, he actually had his outburst. Actually, his sentencing, I should actually say. This is what he had to say.
Suicidal. Okay? I am not suicidal. I am innocent. 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time, I am not suicidal.
Okay. Mr. Uche, let me inquire, are there any post-sentencing motions you care to present? Court is adjourned.
I am not suicidal.
Stop laughing about Flashback.
I am not suicidal.
The man should got an Oscar for that. He really should have, man. Nobody is paying attention to Juicy Smollett. I don't know if this man is going to have a career again. I mean, he wasn't a bit time actor anyway. Yeah, he was on what was that show? Empire. That show's been over with, man. This man does not have a future, man. No one wants to be associated with this loser. So, gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.